Hello and welcome everyone, particularly you, wherever you're watching this, welcome to the preview show of World Cup Waffle. Yeah, it's that time again where we don't get a break from football, the wonderful time every 4 years where football season ends, you're like, oh, I've got to watch cricket. But this year you don't have to. And this year, as we're going to go into, promises to be one of the most interesting and even controversial World Cups ever. So, where are we? Who are we? What's going on? My name's Dave Brightly, you already knew that, and I am joined behind the camera by my erstwhile long-time friend, the one and only Cole the Goal, as he's known in Peterborough circles, and we are based here at Cambridgeshire radio station, More Music Radio, one of the best little community radio stations, ambitious little radio stations, excuse me, that you could ever wish to see. And thanks to them, its owner, Mr. Matt Page, and my friend Cole the Goal, who is the producer, director, and one of the radio presenters here, but he gave the gig to me. What more can a man ask for? So, yeah, World Cup Waffle. We're going to be talking about, over the next few weeks, the World Cup, obviously. We're going to be previewing it. We're going to be looking at the games. We're going to obviously be looking at the progress of England and Scotland. Well, England, because I said progress in that sentence. Let's go early in upsetting our friends over the border. Let's go early. And we're not just here for you, we're here to give you things and items, and we're doing this in conjunction with Superbrew. Superbrew, superbru.com Prediction League, and we want you to join the Prediction League. It's very simple, even I managed it, and I am not good with computers. You download the app, Superbrew, you make an account. Again, it's free, it's not going to cost you a penny. You join up, and then all you do is predict all the World Cup results, okay? And for every prediction that you make, you either receive points or you get because you didn't do it very well. And obviously those points are going to make a league. We have people piling in to the More Music Radio League as we speak. We look to possibly being close to 3 figures by the time the World Cup goes live. As we record this now, it's the Tuesday before. When we record next week, every home country, no, in fact, when we record next week, it will be the night of the first England game. We will have so much to discuss, but I'll come on to that. We have loads of prizes to give away. Nige, have we got prizes to give away?
We've got loads of prizes to give away.
We have. We've got, don't laugh, we've got darts tickets to give away. We've got jerseys to give away. What else? Anything else?
We've got scarves.
Scarves. We've got everything football.
We've got tickets.
Sports tickets. Unfortunately, those sports tickets are to watch Peterborough United, but you can't have everything. We're Cambridgeshire based. We're a Peterborough based production, so we got posh tickets, but we've got loads of prizes, and we will be having weekly spot prizes as the league progresses. If you, for example, in a week, are the highest riser, say you have an appalling first week, but then the second week you go up something, there's a chance you could win a prize. I'm telling you now that the leader, when you see the first review show next week, will win a prize. Might not go on to win the league, but he'll win a prize. Can't say fairer than that, because we're lovely. Are we lovely, Cole the Goal?
We're lovely.
We are lovely, exactly. So, get on Superbrew. Well, yeah, you're quite cute. Get on Superbrew, get your team filled out, get registered, get in the More Music Radio teams. There is a password, it is on the socials. Nigel Cole, my socials. The More Music Radio socials. If you've remotely associated with me or in the area, there's a good chance that you've seen it. It will get put up again tomorrow for you to get in amongst it. Alright? So you will be able to get in amongst it. It will be going up daily. So you've got every chance. And even if you join a bit late after Thursday night, after that 9 o'clock kickoff of the opening game, you'll still be able to join, and you'll still be able to win, and you'll still be able to get prizes. We can't say fairer than that. That's again because we're lovely. What are we?
We're lovely.
Right. Also, and this is the bit that is hard to take in, for this radio station is an absolutely brilliant radio station, More Music Radio, serving the Fenlands. But it is a local community radio station. It's got its own DJs, it's got its own superb set of shows and playlists. However, we've got at least 8 guests joining us for the next few weeks, and some of them, well, I can't believe we've done it. I've got to give credit to Cole the Goal behind the camera there, because he has gone out and sourced some absolutely fantastic guests. From the radio station itself, we have presenters and DJ Reese Thrower and Mark Pavey, and they're the headliners, to be fair. We have coming an absolute Cambridgeshire and UK radio legend, who ironically, just before we recorded, has been interacting about the World Cup on his Facebook page, Mr. Paul Stainton, 5 Live alumni, BBC Cambridgeshire alumni. Just, if you're in the Cambridgeshire area and you have anything to do with media, you will know of the name Paul Stainton. Paul, when you see this, I can't wait for your show. We have finishing the series of shows. I'm not quite sure. This will be an absolute hoot. More Music Radio owner and Liga promoter, General Dog's Body, Mr. Matt Page is joining me for the final show, and that my professionalism will go out the window that day because he just makes me laugh. So that's going to be a hard show to do, but an enjoyable one. We have Jodie Bartle. I hope I pronounced that right. Cole the Goal.
Yeah, you have.
From Peterborough Ladies, a league winner from Peterborough Ladies, because it's 2026 and it's not all about the men, you know. Isn't it? Oh yes, no, it isn't. It's not all about the men. Enia Luco, it's not all about the men. We're good. We're on side. And we have, from the States, at some point during the review shows, he will have to be doing it by Teams, satellite, computer, whatever Cole the Goal comes up with, Mr. Boris Roberto Aguilera. Now, you won't have heard of him, but by the end of our series of shows, you will. He's a sports journalist over in the USA, who I've got to know over the years. And last year, I was the regular UK voice of his World Cup shows. So it's only fair and right and dandy, as we are in the land of milk and honey for this World Cup, that I give Boris a chance to have a right of reply. And we have many things to talk about with Boris, including the USA supporters chanting. That is going to come up a lot in this series. Saw one today with them all chanting, "It's called soccer." No, it's not. USA. No, it's not. But Boris is a good egg, and he's very knowledgeable. For an American on football, he's very knowledgeable. I've just got that backhanded compliment, Boris. But our 2 big guests, and how we've done this, we're still not quite sure between us. In week 2, we have the one and only ex-Premiership manager, Jimmy Bullard's favourite impression, Mr. Phil Brown. I'm looking forward to that so much because I've been a great admirer of Phil's career. The fact that he's at Peterborough Sports at the moment is just a welcome bonus, and I'm really, really looking forward to having him on the show for that week, and particularly getting his thoughts on international football as well as talking about his career. And then week 5, again, I don't know where we've done it. I don't know what Cole the Goal. I think Cole the Goal sold a liver for this, or some kidneys. The one, the only, Liverpool, Millwall, West Ham, Tottenham legend, reality TV star now, we'll have to pin him about that, Neil Razor Ruddock. I can't, in this show, World Cup Waffle, Neil Razor Ruddock. Guys, we have pulled every string that we own to get these guys for your entertainment. We will do our damnedest for you for those shows. Now, as I said, this is a preview show, and in 2 nights' time, the event starts 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock GMT, Mexico, South Africa. Now, in conjunction with superbrew.com, we're asking for your predictions. So I'm going to look at a couple of fixtures that you're going to want to look at. Before we go to air with the first review show, Scotland will have played. Now, they're playing Haiti. Now, I've got a funny idea, even though they're in a tough group, I think Scotland might sneak out in this format. And if they get Cole Gold shaking his head, he doesn't believe it. I think they can beat Haiti and get a point in the second game, and then they'll get hoofed by Brazil, as is traditional in World Cup football for Scotland in their final game. But I don't know, with this system, a lot of the third place teams getting into the knockout stages, I think Scotland have got a sniff, but they are going to have to give Haiti a good hiding in their first game. One of the ones that I'm looking out for, and I really am, USA play Paraguay on the 13th. Now, I've got to be honest, this is cruel. I want USA to fall on its backside in this World Cup. And I can't see many Englishmen, even some Scotsmen, not agreeing with that. You've only got to look at the way this World Cup is already going, but I'm going to come on to that in a minute. So I hope Paraguay give them a blooming good South American humping. But that's on the 13th. Now, you've got to have a wall chart this year. I know wall charts are a little bit passé, a little bit stereotyped, but for this World Cup, you've got to have them. Here's some of the start times for the group games. 8 o'clock in the evening, 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 p.m, that's all right, 9 p.m, that's okay, midnight, and 11 o'clock. These are the group games, and these are the start times. So I know a lot of people will watch every single game in the World Cup. There's going to be a lot of work absentees. There's going to be a lot of sickies pulled. There's going to be a lot of rowing in the families for everyone to watch these World Cup games. But that's because we're in America. Good old US of A. And they've struck today on the day of recording. I don't want to get political with this, but basically we are going to Donald Trump's America. And there's been the report today that Omar Atan, ironically, because he's Somalian, he's a referee. And apparently he's one of the best African referees. But he's been denied entry to the World Cup after being selected by FIFA. So FIFA have selected him, put him forward, because he is one of the best African refs, and obviously it's a global tournament. You could just say we should just pick the best 48 teams in world rankings, but the qualification dictates it's a World Cup. We got the teams from everywhere. Same with the referees. But this guy, thanks to Trump's America, has now been barred and put the relationship between Sir Donald Orange Baby and Jean Botlefanta at a breaking point. I will, throughout this podcast, refer to Gianni, the FIFA president, as Botlefanta, because he's about as much use as a bottle of Fanta. He's also allowed the prices. There are less and less regular fans being able to go to the World Cup, which I think is absolutely abhorrent, because of prices. Prices of hotels, getting visas, Esters. There are a lot of England fans who are at Esters are being denied, but they all came with a Millwall postcode, so that might explain that. But, however, that said, it's wrong. Look at the England pre-season, the England warm-up game, where they put the prices of the beer up in Miami. $18 for a large beer. Now, admittedly, that large beer, it was widely reported being back, is 1.3 pints. Is the equivalent of 1.3 pints. But if you went in your local and bought, say, a pint and a half and got charged $18 for it, or 16 quid, you'd have had the barman over the bar slapping him. You really, really would. They've tried to take advantage of it and they've come unstuck because the hotels are not selling, match tickets are not selling because of their ridiculous price. Look at the final. The final is absolutely stupidly priced. Absolutely stupidly priced. So if England get there, there's going to be a lot of people. I mean, there are genuinely reports in the news this week of England fans putting their house up for a second mortgage so they can go. I mean, yeah, it's a World Cup. It's every 4 years. I'll just wait till England get the World Cup. Oh, wait, no. That won't happen, will it? But hey, I don't want to be too bitter. But unfortunately, that's what's going on over there. Now, as I say, this is preview night. But when we come back with Reece Thrower, we will have 20 games to review. Well, the one I'm most looking forward to in that point is Australia versus Turkey. Because you, as a sporting team, can never write Australia off. In theory, you think as Europeans, you know the strength of Turkish football, you know the passion of Turkish football. They're very similar to England. They're a very, very strong nation normally and hard to beat. But you know what Australia are like. Basically, if they do sport, they've got to play hard, go home. It really is. So I'm looking forward to that. And also, I've got to get round here. The Spain, the favourites, open up against Cape Verde on the 15th. 5 o'clock. That should be interesting. I think Spain could get double figures that night. They are the favourites, and rightly so, with Brazil hot second favourites. There's a lot of money, for some strange reason, going on Germany. I don't see it. Call the goal? Germany?
They can never write the Germans off, can you? But I've just going back to your previous game, I've got Cape Verde.
Have you?
Oh yeah.
You've gone for Cape Verde over Spain?
Yep.
I can't say what I'm thinking. I've got dark horses, and I've really got. They're one of the home nations, and I've been following them because of my association with this particular country and some sports journalists, and I reckon they'll do quite well. And then a call the goal, I'm coming to you for it, so give you a chance to think, and don't say Cape Verde to this. Canada are my dark horses to get quite deep in. There's always one country that goes way, way deeper than you think in the World Cup. And for me this year, and don't quote me, these are my opinions, they're Nigel's opinions. We're here to make you laugh and entertain you, but they are also only our opinions. Canada for me will go deep. Nigel, what do you think?
Japan. I'm going for Japan to cause a few surprises.
Right, you're not allowed to make me corpse when I'm in front of the camera, alright? Let's keep that square. So there we go. We have Canada and Japan as the production team and presenters, dark horses. We will ask, Reece will have the benefit of 20 games. We will ask him similar questions next week. So if you're seeing this, Mr. Thrower, prepare your dark horses, and Black Beauty isn't one of them. So, yeah, we go Scotland play Haiti. This was where I was going. On the 14th. Good old, I feel so sorry for Scotland. 2 o'clock in the morning, kick-off time. They thought that one through. The only thing that'll do is the pubs in Glasgow will be able to stay open until 2 o'clock, and the Scots by 2 o'clock should be just hitting the right amount of drunkenness to watch the game. They'll have warmed up by then if they started the night before. I honestly think Scotland will beat Haiti. I predicted so on Super Brew. Nigel, can you reveal? Are you prepared to reveal that?
No, I think you're right. I'll agree with you. That one, Scotland will win.
I think they will. And as I say, I think they'll. Just got a feeling that they'll get out of the group. I think they're a good side. Good side, probably too strong. I think they're a together team. I'm very nervous about England. I'm not convinced by Tuchel's selection, but he's done nothing wrong so far. You can't fault a guy who's barely conceded a goal, let alone. But I do think there's too much on Harry Kane. If Kane goes early, I think England is struggling. I would have liked to see Welbeck and Calvert-Lewin in the squad to give them more options. I'm not sure about Henderson, and I would like to see Harry Maguire in the squad myself.
What about Ivan Toney?
Right. Ivan Toney, I'm giving nothing away here when I say this is Peterborough based. And we saw Ivan Toney a lot, didn't we? Now, I never dreamed from watching him play in League One that he would become the Premiership player that he did. I was also very taken aback, as were most Peterborough United fans, when the betting scandal took place, and he obviously had to move on. He had nowhere to go, so he took, in my opinion, an easy way out. He came to be the big fish in the small pond. How will he do at this World Cup? I think you only have to look at his surname and you will know.
I think he needs his prediction on England's win in the first game.
I think that's absolutely right. We should try and get hold of him and say, no, Ivan, what have you got down for your first? Do Super Brew, do the prediction league, and we'll all go to the bookies based on what you've said. No, I didn't see that coming at all. As I say, particularly with Calvert-Lewin and Welbeck, and the lad from Forest, Cole help me, the midfielder from Forest, who's Gibbs, Morgan Gibbs, right, or whatever his name is. He's got more names than
Gibbs Morgan White.
Yeah, Gibbs Morgan White.
Morgan
Gibbs. Yeah, but to be fair, I'm sorry, Forest fans. I would have had him all day long. He's had a brilliant season for Forest in a season that they've stayed up in the Premiership that a team like West Ham couldn't. So there you go. That's my thoughts. But hopefully, I'm completely off beam, and England will go out and smash the group. Obviously, the Croatia game. Personally, having that up first, I think will do England good, because they'll know where they stand when it comes to the two weaker teams in the group. And I personally would take a draw at that all day long. An England World Cup draw, and if you've watched England in the World Cup, you know exactly what I mean from that. Anyway, that's enough. We will do more in the episodes to come. That, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and especially you for watching. I'd like to thank you for watching. Wherever you've picked this up, however you've picked this up, thank you for giving me 20-25 minutes of your time. I am extremely grateful. We will be back soon with the first review show. I'd like to thank, again, quickly, More Music Radio, Mr. Page, for allowing us to use his facilities. I mean, if you've seen the screen room, it's now turning into a media room, and then you've got the radio, you've got the actual radio studio just behind Cole the Goal's back. It's a superb facility, and he built it himself, and he's allowing us to use it. Watch out for More Music Radio's YouTube page, all right? Because a lot of stuff will be going on this. Subscribe, get your alarm on, and also David J. Brightly, myself, join my Facebook page. Nigel Cole the Goal behind the camera, join his Facebook page. You will pick up everything that you'll need to do this. Superbrew.com. Get on it, get signed up, get a team in, get your predictions in, and we're going to have a lot of fun with some great prizes. We really, really are. And join me in about 7 days' time for the first review show, where we will look at the opening of the World Cup with the one and only More Music Radio's finest from the Mars Boys, Mr. Reese Thrower. I've been Dave Brightly. You have been absolutely fantastic. Love to see you. Thank you for watching. See you in a week. Until then, bye.